Let's start class. Hey everybody, this is Eden. Thank you so much for joining me in your yoga practice today. I just wanted to let you know this is a Zoom video, so the cuts might be a little weird and the sound is a little iffy. I am working on a microphone, so please bear with me. I hope you enjoy the video. Thanks. This is a challenge, but I believe in you. I know that you can do it, right? We're stepping up at the top of our mat. Our feet are hip width apart. And we're just gonna breathe in, looking up, arms going off to the side. Breathe out, hands to center, okay? Doing that 2 more times. Breathing in and breathing out. Try to breathe through your nose. And this time, instead of bringing our hands down, we're gonna bring them back behind us, diving forward in a forward fold. We're reaching for our feet, but we don't have to touch our feet. We can touch our knees, we can touch our shins, wherever you're at today. Once you get there, we're breathing in, looking up, flat back, breathing out, lowering a little more, maybe. 2 more times, breathing in, flat back, breathing out, forward fold. 1 more time. And this time, when we breathe out, we're gonna bend those knees and place our hands to frame our feet. We're gonna take 1 step back, and then we're gonna take the other step back, okay? So we're in a plank. You can always bring your knees down. That's totally okay. In plank position, we're gonna breathe in and breathe out, lifting those hips up, stepping forward into downward facing dog. We're gonna press our heels down while we press our chest towards our thighs. Relax your head and neck. 3 to 5 breaths here. If at any time you feel like you need a break, you can always bring those knees all the way down into child's pose. But really try to hold this position for 3 to 5 breaths. So maybe 1 more breath here. And on the next exhale, we're going to slide forward, bringing our hips all the way down to the ground, up dog. 1 more breath. And on the next exhale, tuck those toes, lift those hips back to downward facing dog. 3 breaths. So I hope you remember the foot you step back with, because we're going to step forward with that foot. So we're stepping forward, and I know that some of your feet get stuck about here, so you can lift it and bring it all the way between your hands. Totally okay. Breathing in, we're going to breathe out and step all the way forward. So we're in a forward fold. So you can either have your knees bent, or you can just touch your knees or shins wherever you're at today. That's okay. So once again, breathing in, flat back, breathing out, folding over. Breathing in, flat back, breathing in. 1 more time. I like to do everything in 3s, apparently. All right, so this time we're going to breathe in, and we're going to bend those knees, and we're going to roll all the way up. And once we get all the way to the top, our shoulders go up, over, and back. Okay. Got a little lightheaded there. Supposed to go slower than that so you don't get lightheaded. All right, so we're going to take 1 step back. So 1 big step back. We're going to try to do our warrior. So actually, let me step back with the other foot. So we're going to do both sides, so it doesn't matter which side you start with. I just want to face the camera a little bit. Breathing in, breathing out, we're going to lift those hands overhead. So our knee is stacked right on top of our ankle. The back foot can be lifted, or you can place at a 45-degree angle. We're looking through those hands. We want to zip up those abs, press our thighs together, even though they're not together, and roll your shoulder blades down. 2 more breaths.
And on the next exhale, we're gonna open up into warrior two. So this means our hips are opening, our arms are opening. We're looking towards the middle finger. All right, that back foot is at a 45-degree angle. Breathing in here and breathing out. Try to breathe through your nose. I just did Pilates, so I'm breathing out of my mouth, sorry. One more breath. And then on that exhale, we're gonna bring that back hand down towards the back leg, flip that front hand, and lifting up and over. We're looking towards the ceiling, past that elbow. Breathing in, breathing out. 2 more breaths. And then on the next exhale, come back to warrior two. And then we're gonna come back to warrior one. So you see how my hips, whoop, almost fell. My hips are coming to face this direction rather than towards the camera, right? Looking up, we're gonna prepare for warrior three. This is a really challenging pose, it's a balancing pose. So you can either come to the wall, or you can just try to come onto your tippy toes, or you can try the whole full expression. Breathing in, breathing out, we're gonna step that back foot forward a little bit, straightening that front leg a little bit, not all the way. Find a spot, so it'll help your balance. And we can just bring that back foot onto the tippy toe, or breathing in, breathing out, we can tip like a teapot. You wanna hold it for 2 breaths. And on the next exhale, let's bring both feet together. Awesome, awesome. Let's try one more balancing pose since we're in the position. So I'm gonna face towards you guys so you see me. But you can stay at the top, that's totally okay. So we can bring our hands on our hips or just down by our sides, whatever. We're gonna prepare for tree pose. Really anchoring your foot into the ground. All 4 corners of that foot should be really pressing into the ground, rooting ourselves into the ground. The other foot, we can bring to our ankle on our tippy toe to the calf or above the knee. So you see my balance is a little off today. So I'm just gonna go low here. Hands can go by your sides, prayer position, or above. Whatever type of tree you are today, just be that tree. I guess I'm like a palm tree maybe. Blowing in the wind. One more breath here. And then let's lower. Woo, good job. So I'm coming back to the top of my mat because we have to do that whole thing on the other side. I'm gonna go over on this side so I can see you guys. All right. So we're gonna take one really big step back with the other leg. So I hope you remember which leg you did before. Breathing in, breathing out, lifting those hands up, looking through those hands. So once again, knee is stacked over ankle. Bend that front leg, bend it. I know you guys, bend the front leg. All right, so the back foot can be up, or we can have it at a 45-degree angle. Lift up those abs, press those sides together. 3 more breaths. Make sure your shoulder blades are rolled down. 1 more. And on the next exhale, we're gonna open up. So if your back foot wasn't on that 45-degree angle, whenever you open up, it's automatically gonna go there. Hips are facing towards the wall, maybe, but not forward. They're facing out. Looking over that front middle finger. Keep that front leg bent. I'm watching you guys. Breathing in, breathing out. Trying to breathe through your nose, zipping up those abs. 2 more breaths here. And on the next exhale, we're gonna bring that back hand down, front hand flips, bring it all the way up and over. Breathing in, breathing out, looking towards the ceiling, past that elbow. 3 more breaths here. And on the next exhale, we're going to come forward. And we're going to bring that hand forward back into warrior one. We're preparing for warrior three on this side. Okay? We're going to bring that back foot forward a little bit, straightening the front leg a little bit. Breathing in, taking a spot for balance or coming to the wall, whatever you need to do today. Okay. As we breathe out, we're going to either come onto our tippy toe or tilt all the way like a teapot. 2 breaths in the position. And lower that back leg. Whew, my balance is off today. So stay right there, bring both feet together. I'm just going to switch so you can see me. We're going to root that foot into the ground, preparing for our tree position. Other leg is coming up off the ground. We can bring it to the ankle, the calf, or above the knee. Do not put it on the knee. You do not want it on the knee. So this time I'm going to try to put it above the knee. Hands down by our sides in prayer position or above. Full expression. 2 more breaths here. You got this. And on the next exhale, we can go ahead and let that foot go. We're going to step a little wider than our hips. Maybe a little more wider than a little wider, right? Hands on our hips, shoulder blades back, breathing in and breathing out. We're just going to do a forward bend. Okay, so we can bring our hands to our toes. We can cross our hands in front of us, or we can try to bring them to the ground. If you can't touch the ground, just crisscross them in front of you. Relax your head, neck, and shoulders. And we can sway side to side here if you have them crossed in front of your face. If not, just stay right there. 2 more breaths. Let's do 2 more breaths. All right, on the next exhale, bring your hands to your hips, bend those knees, and roll all the way back up. Woo, great job. All right, so we're gonna step in a little more. So it's a little wider than hip width apart, right? We're gonna bring our toes out to the sides. We're gonna prepare for goddess pose, right? Arms up, sitting down, rolling those shoulder blades down, looking straight ahead. Breathing in, breathing out, really zip up those abs. You got this. 2 more breaths here. Feel your inner goddess. And on the next exhale, hands on hips, lifting up. We're actually gonna sit all the way down. Whew, that was really good. That was some active work. Great job. All right, so let's bring our feet together, knees apart. We're going to bring our thumbs on the inside of our feet, on the inner arches. Breathing in, sitting up as tall as possible. Breathing out, we're going to bend those elbows and place them into our knee pits, right? Breathing in, breathing out, lowering over those feet. So you're going to pretty much nip your feet. Did you clean your feet today? 3 breaths here. Just relaxing. One more breath. Really deep. In through your nose, out through your nose. And on the next exhale, let's go ahead and sit all the way back up. We're going to do a bit of a twist. So we're bringing one foot inside. The other foot, we're lifting that knee up. We can have it here. We can hug it here. Totally okay. Or you can bring it all the way around that knee. Okay, so all the way around the knee, if you're flexible enough. So it's totally okay if you're here today or here today. Wherever you are, honor your body. So we can either hug this knee in, or we can hook it. Back hand goes down. Breathing in, elongating that spine. Breathing out, rotating, looking behind you. Really feel that stretch. I'm feeling it right here in my glutes and my thighs. That's just because I worked out yesterday. So everybody's different. One more breath. And then on that exhale, we're going to bring both hands all the way to the other side into a little counter twist. Let's go ahead and try Mukasana, cow position. So this is a very, it's a challenging position. If you just want to watch, I totally understand. We're dropping this top knee down. We're going to try to stack our knees on top of each other. I know it's kind of hard to see my knees because they're black, but we're going to try to bring one knee right on top of each other. So usually it's really challenging. You can bring your hands forward, bring your feet up, and then sit back. And your knees are usually right on top of each other. So in this position, we're going to bring, so you see your top leg, bring that same hand in front of you. And then the bottom leg, that arm, we're going to place into the elbow pit, right? We can bring it all the way around and try to bring your palms together. If not, if that's not possible, bring your palms together and your elbows together. Breathing in, lifting up, breathing out, lowering, okay? Breathing in, lifting, breathing out, lowering. 2 more breaths here. Ooh, I'm feeling this in my shoulder blades. All right, on the next exhale, unravel your hands. What we're gonna do is bring our legs straight out in front of us, shake them out a little bit because that was a good stretch in the hips. And we're gonna do the other side. So remember, we had our feet together, knees apart. We're gonna bring the other foot on the inside while we lift this knee, and we can keep it in front of this leg or in front of the knee or all the way around the knee, wherever you're at today. It's totally okay. We can hug the knee in, bring that back hand behind you, or we can hook the knee. Breathing in, elongating the spine, breathing out, looking behind you. 3 more breaths here. And on the next exhale, go ahead and unhook that knee. Bring both hands all the way to the other side. Do a little bit of a counter twist. All right, so we're gonna actually scoot this foot a little to the side so we come into that Mukasana, cow position. Funny, because it's called Mukasana. Anyway, let's bring the arm that is the same side as the top leg forward. And once again, you can always just bring elbows together and hands together. That's totally okay. Or we can place the other hand, the other arm's elbow in this elbow pit, all the way around, palm on palm, okay? So is everybody in position? I kind of only see me, so sorry. All right, breathing in, lifting those hands up, breathing out, lowering them. We got 3 more breaths here. Breathing in and out. And on the next exhale, go ahead and lower them, unravel those hands. And we're actually going to bring our feet out in front of us. I'm going to turn so you can see what I'm doing. And we're going to prepare for staff pose. So staff pose is a bit of a challenging position, but I love doing it because it really activates your legs. So hands down by your sides, roll those shoulder blades down your back. So you see how my shoulders go all the way around, right? Feet are together, knees are together, feet are pointing up. So dorsiflexing those feet. We're gonna breathe in. As we breathe out, we're pressing those knees into the ground. It's kind of lifting my heels here. If you're here today, that's totally okay, but activate those knees, really feel them pulling up, right? So breathing in here, breathing out. 2 more breaths here. You want to activate your abs, and we can pull those femur bones into our hips, which is just means activate your thighs. 1 more breath. And go ahead and relax those legs. We're going to bring our hands up and over and forward fold. So we're just reaching for our feet. We don't have to actually touch our feet, just reach for them. I've got a notice on my page. Hold on.
It's a 10-minute warning, Eden.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, for sure.
Ooh, man, is it already just 10 minutes? That's weird. Actually, we only got 3 minutes, huh? All right, so let's lay all the way down then. Ooh, good workout. All right, pull those knees in. We're gonna actually let our knees go to one side while they're in. So it's a totally different position when you bring your feet down and have your knees go to one side. You want to pull them in and then let them go to one side. Your shoulders should be trying to touch the ground, both shoulders, reaching into a T position. So I have one hand behind me and one hand in front of me. We're going to look at that back hand. 2 breaths here. And on the next exhale, let's go ahead and bring those knees back up. And then we're going to let them fall to the other side. So the other way. Here we go. Hands out into it, or arms out into a T. Breathing in, breathing out, looking behind you. 2 more breaths here. Try to breathe out of your nose. I'm not even doing that, so. All right, and on the next exhale, let's bring those knees back up, hug them in just for 1 more second, and then we're going to release them out long. We're going to do our final position. 1 hand on our belly, 1 hand on our heart. And just taking a deep breath, let your feet flop to the sides, close your eyes, and I'm going to read a little bit of a poem while you just concentrate on your breath. If I can find a poem. Life. Forenoon and afternoon and night. Forenoon and afternoon and night. Forenoon and what? The empty song repeats itself. No more. Yeah, that is life. Make this forenoon sublime, this afternoon a psalm, this night a prayer. And time is conquered and thy crown is won. And on the next inhale, let's go ahead and lift our hands over our head, wiggling our fingers, wiggling our toes, maybe even yawning. Coming up to a seated position whenever you're ready. And I want to say thank you so much for joining me today in your yoga practice. I'm so happy I could come into your homes and really help you out. I hope that you have a beautiful rest of your week. Thank you so much and namaste.
Thank you. We had a lot of fun.